9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. It's like, wait, is it Friday? Yes, it is Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is TK Trinidad. We're going to be talking all things SmackDown, all things SummerSlam, all that good stuff. Today, I am not alone. Also, too, our super chats are open, so make sure for $2 or more, we can let you know where Ced's going to be this weekend, what Will's up to, all that good stuff for $2 or more. And because SummerSlam's happening this weekend, definitely get your NordVPN, and we can hook you up with that as well. I'm not alone. Miss Kesh is in the building. How are you doing, Kesh?
Good. How are you?
I am good. I feel like, so dealer's choice. Do you want to do the smaller stories and then go into SummerSlam and SmackDown, or do you want to do SummerSlam and SmackDown now? What are you feeling?
Oh, want to do smaller so it's like a build up?
Okay, we could definitely do that. So let's get into, they talked about this, I think like a day ago, or was it maybe right after we finished Wednesday, AAA. So they're moving to a bigger venue. It's also going to be 2 days, which I totally forgot that was a thing. There we go. It's also going to be 2 days as well. And, it's going to be moved from, I think it's the Luxor to the MGM, not the MGM Grand. That's like an official name. MGM, by the way, have you been to Vegas?
Yeah, I went to Mania. That was my first time in Vegas too. It's crazy in a good way.
It's crazy because the MGM has so many other parts to it. So you have the MGM Grand, then there's like the MGM signature hotels and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, what are we doing? So it's now going to be held in the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So pretty much WWE and AAA said that the tickets had sold out already. So they're now going to be moving it to the MGM Grand Arena. Tickets for those go on sale August 4th. So any thoughts on this? Like, this seemed like it's going to be big. The fact that it's unites one and two different countries, that's great because it's not like the same country. But like, thoughts on this and the expansion and everything.
I'm excited for it. I feel like it's cool too with like people that might not watch AAA as much because you know, like some people it's just like, oh, we're in the area and this is happening, so maybe they're like more likely to go and they'll get exposure and like more interest in watching it. I think it's a good step for like their partnership with WWE and AAA too, definitely.
Yeah, I'm like, excited about it, but this 2 day, you know what, we're gonna save the 2 day debate because I don't know. I'm sitting on the fence about, you know, this 2 day. We talked about it earlier as far as like there's so much wrestling and it's great, but like I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. Then this is all allegations, so we don't know for sure. But the role that Road Dogg was supposed to be taking allegedly. It's kind of been halted at a standstill. And we've also had a lot of people that either decided to leave TNA or they got released from TNA. So what do you think? And I know we've been talking about this for like maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks, but any thoughts on TNA and, you know, how all of that is kind of going about right now?
I just want to see what happens in the long run. I know we can't skip to the future right now or anything, but it's just interesting, you know, all these things are happening at one time, like literally one time. It's just like, hey, I'm out, I'm gonna be in this position now, and it's crazy. You're just watching it week by week play out, literally. I think like Road Dogg being added in would be good for TNA though, honestly, even in terms of just like knowledge, you know, based off of creative and just as a wrestler. So I think that would be beneficial in that aspect. What about you? You're the pro.
I think that because the other thing we don't know for sure is if he actually was in the running for that role.
Yeah.
Because this is so crazy. I saw this thing on Instagram. It's like, and I don't know if wrestling's like this. It seems like everybody's like this. But you're like looking for a job and you interview for the job, and then you'd say like one interview, but you go through like 6 different interviews. You interview with like HR manager and the whatever. And I feel like there's so much politics that's involved with TKO and Endeavor, and now the TNA side of things. That's like, it would make sense on paper, but there's so many other like loopholes and things have to get done. So I don't know. One, we don't know for sure if he's actually in the running. 2, if he actually is in the running, with so many people getting released, it might be a money thing, a contract thing. There's so many different things that could be happening behind the scenes that we may never know until it's on the dark side of the ring like 10 years from now. I just started watching the one with Boss Man, and I actually said this on TikTok earlier. It's so crazy because, and we'll get into it with SummerSlam, but it's so crazy because now we're hearing about like, there was just like, I guess, magazines back then where you can hear certain bits of information, but everything was so controlled as far as somebody's life. But now we're hearing everything in real time. Like one story I forgot to add was, New Day is going to be at a convention. Like we're hearing everything in real time that it's just like hard to, I don't know if the right words figure it out, but it's just kind of like, okay, this is happening. And New Day, they're just cryptic with it, as they should be. But it's just kind of like we really don't know what's happening. And then who knows? These people have most likely they have like NDAs, so they can't really say what's really happening. So yeah, I don't know. I think either one, it never was in the running in the first place, or 2, it's just something political that's happening in the back end that they're waiting for. I mean, I think TNA is definitely growing. I'm
kind of like 50-50. A part of me likes knowing certain things, but then there's a part of me that doesn't at the same time. Because I feel like I miss that element of surprise sometimes, especially watching like wrestling shows when it's just like, damn, and I'm like, whoa. But now, like John Cena fighting Dominic Mysterio, for example, and he won the IC title and became like a Grand Slam champion. I found out that was going to happen on Twitter like 2 hours beforehand because having reports out about it instead of me watching Raw and just finding out in real time. And I was like, well, that would have been a cool surprise, just to like see that happen up front.
See, I'm the girl who reads the back of the book first.
Gotcha.
So I would still, the thing is though, for me, I'll still be surprised. It's like, I like knowing the ending because I like knowing the ending because it's just like, okay, all right, this person dies, but how are they going to die? How is it going to happen? So it's like, oh, this person wins, but that doesn't take away, to me, that doesn't take away them having a great match. Now, if this person wins and the match is just sus, then it's just kind of like, okay, what are we doing? So, I don't mind it too much. And I also think maybe being in the entertainment industry, and knowing so many secrets, it's just like I just prefer to know the secrets. It might be different if I wasn't in the entertainment. Like I remember when I found out this secret about radio, which I won't say. I mean, I think most people should know, but I don't know. The secret about radio, and I was just like, oh, okay. I thought this all the time, and this wasn't the case. Like you guys lied to me, and now I know the lie, and I'm fine with it. It's fine. Like I can, I'm fine living with it. So yeah, I don't mind it too much. Hey, Lynette. No problem. You were calling it so much for Raquel. I feel like you willed it to happen.
Thank you.
Let's talk about, I actually mentioned this a little bit a little while ago about, and we've been seeing a lot of people too leaving the WWE ID program, and I need to do like a count as far as what would be like how many people left, because I know we had like an exodus of a lot of women a while ago. So we have Fallyn Gray. She announces her WWE ID departure, and she only got signed, I believe it was back in April. So she has this really like nice message that pretty much says, she's thankful for her time there. She's only 22. She's also wanting to do singing and songwriting and acting. You know, she's not going to stop wrestling. She's thankful for her time at the PC, her trainers, etc. But I think we saw a story maybe 2 or 3 days ago where another gentleman, he was signed to the ID program, and he discovered that he made more money doing real estate, so he went back to that. Any thoughts on this ID program? And, you know, is it better if people kind of, you know, walk away before the real investment's made, or do you think that they should see it through?
I feel like it's good that they're just walking away before they're like in the trenches with it, because I wonder if some people, like, I feel like wrestling's kind of cooler now than like back in the day. You know, back in the day, it's just like, ew, you watch wrestling, but now it's kind of like more mainstream and more people, you know, like it. So I would prefer someone to, like, you know, try it out and then they don't like it versus them ending up on like Raw or SmackDown and then it's just like, I hate my life. Why did I decide to do this? I feel like it's better to know, you know, right off the bat, like, okay, this isn't for me. Or they could change their mind in the future too and just maybe want to come back. You know, it could be a timing thing too.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I mean, I guess I feel that way, but it's also like you don't really, you have to put in work to be a wrestler, just like you have to put in work for anything else. And I honestly feel if you were actually able to put all the pieces together, like the character, the rest of the ability, all that other stuff, you will. There's a far greater benefit in it, even beyond if they don't make it to be, you know, a superstar in WWE. Like there's certain things that I learned from being on a popular show that I still use today. So I don't know. I guess also it's just like the West Indian mentality of just quitting is like never an option. Like you just don't quit, which, you know, could speak to relationships too, I guess, which is not the greatest thing. It's a therapy lesson. So I don't know. It's I think also maybe just knowing that it's not for you, I suppose.
But yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like with like the money situation, with like wrestling becoming cool, I'm like, do some people have this idea like, oh, wrestling's cool now, let me try that out, instead of like an actual passion to be a wrestler? And then it's just like, okay, no, thank you, because maybe they realize it's like more work than it actually, like, than they thought it might be.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd love to speak to. I spoke to a couple of the girls from LFG. And they were all into it, and they got let go. So there's the difference between the getting let go versus the deciding to walk away. So I don't know. We'll definitely see how everything kind of goes with that. I don't because the thing is you walk away, but I think you walk away and you still wanting to wrestle. I think that's where, because now it's just 10 times harder. Like the indie scene, although it's a lot easier than it was years ago because you have social media and stuff like that, it's just, to me, just 10 times harder when, you know, you're doing it all by yourself versus you have the juggernaut of WWE behind you. But there could also be some political stuff that we don't know.
But I was going to say, do you think that's a reason people might be prone to walk away too? Because they know there's like 80 other options available maybe, and maybe they think that they could be better off in those promotions?
Yeah, I think that the thing that kind of rung in my spidey sense bell situation was when she mentioned singing and songwriting and acting. Right. And I feel like you can't just go off and say, all right, I'm gonna do a movie, I'll be back in 6 months, or I'll be back in 3 months, or I feel like that. And then if you're starting your career in both, you kind of have to make a decision. It's just kind of like if you refer back to Boss Man, he was actually a correctional officer, and there came a time where it's like his boss was like, you need to make a decision because you're taking too many days off. So I think that might have been the thing, but both industries are beyond hard. Like it's just the acting industry, you just get fired every single day. Like if you think about it, you get a job, you do the job, and you essentially get fired. Then you have to look for another job. Like, it's not like you're working somewhere for 25 years or 10 years or whatever. Like, the acting industry is, and then if you do a commercial, you pretty much get fired within the week.
Oh my gosh.
Like, when you think about, like, it's really tough on your mental and all this. I don't want to dissuade people. I just know a lot of actors and how they tell me about it. It's tough on the mental, and it's very rare that you see. There's this one guy in my gym. I call him like the commercial king. You see him in all these commercials, but there's only a select few of those people that are lucky enough, and they've been grinding for 10 years. So I don't know. Yeah, it's very interesting. But let's get to
picture.
I love the fact that TNA actually made mention to that too. And shout out to Courtney. She's at TNA. She was at TNA yesterday and today. I forgot that they do back-to-backs. So Tony Khan takes the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. This is thanks to Fightful for this article to support Rebel. I think a lot of people have been doing this, which is great. And I also think I saw Rebel and Britt Baker. They just did a podcast together too.
Nice.
So yeah, it's really cool for this to be happening. I know we challenged Cedric to the Ice Bucket Challenge, but you know, I guess you're gonna have to pay money to see him do that. But do you think that, because we saw TNA, they gave Rebel a shout out. Obviously, AEW's been all in behind them. All in, that's kind of funny. But do you think WWE, like, do you think this is the time for wrestling beyond the brands to kind of come in together?
For sure, but I think that's also me as a fan. I've always wanted everyone to just like collab or like cross collab in general. But I think this would be like a great cause for them to do it, like 1,000%.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll do something in SummerSlam. Like, it just to support this is really, really good. So shout out to TK for doing this. And I think it's time. Let's go into SmackDown.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's going to SmackDown. The SmackDown before PLEs is always interesting because they don't have that much going on, actually.
Ever. They're just like, you'll see when you click the TV on.
Yeah. I mean, there's times too, and I think it's very rare, but there's times where you like click on the WWE site and they're like, we just have one thing, but it's a 2-hour show. No, you just have one thing going on. So we have the undisputed WWE champion CM Punk and Cody Rhodes come face to face before SummerSlam. Are you thinking shenanigans are going to happen, or you think this is going to be, you know, I choose you, I'm going to beat you, etc., etc.?
Hardcore shenanigans. They had like a match, and like I know like Cody like hit CM Punk, so I feel like you have that type of thing where it's like, are we finally gonna pull the trigger and turn Cody heel? I don't know anymore. I want to, I'd like it, but I don't know.
Do you think him being heel, he can still be the company man now?
No, but that's always my thing. I always feel like they don't because of that. I feel like that's a big reason why it doesn't happen. But I'm always just like, who could replace him to do it?
That's what I was gonna ask. Who would be the company man if Cody becomes heel? Because it's like it could kind of be CM Punk, but then CM Punk is not truly like,
yeah, for sure. I understand.
He cut a whole promo. How long was that promo? Like 20 minutes about how WWE sucked. Like
I don't know. Do you have any picks that you could see, or like on Raw either, where they could move someone over to do it maybe? Because I feel like Jey Uso was a contender at one point for me, but then it kind of stopped.
Man, there's so many things in the United States of America that, like, I feel, see what Cody embodies and even what Cena embodied was across cultures.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like be very politically correct with what I'm saying. And I don't know. It's almost the equivalent of I don't know. I would say kind of Trick, but then and Trick has been on television, stuff like that, but Trick Williams being the company man where we are right now, I don't know. So like that person to be like the face of the brand has to embody so many different qualities other than they're a great wrestler and they can speak on the mic. There's so many other nuances that, you know, some of us can say, some of us can't say, some of us, you know, unfortunately have to live the experience so you see it. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I think they listed like the top 20 podcasts and there were no Black women on. And to me, I'm not surprised because like we make up 13% of America and that's Black people in general. And then you present like, it's not surprising. So with that being said, I don't know. I don't know who would be his replacement. Maybe that's why they haven't. Hey, Jeffrey. I think maybe that's why they haven't pulled the trigger on.
Oh, question though. Let's say Sami Zayn kept the title. Could you have seen him being that person?
The bigger question is if he were possibly that person and when they've already made him that person.
That's a good point.
He's been there forever.
That's true. That's true.
I think like maybe Miz, but Miz is not really like active. Like you have to like embody, and then it's the other thing too that you have to do. I think they call it like the airport test, where if you walk through an airport, someone's going to assume that you have something. The je ne sais quoi.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and for Sam, like, if you see Sami Zayn walking in the airport, would you think that he's a star?
No shade to Sami, but no.
And this has nothing to do with what you're wearing. Like Cody, for some reason, no matter what Cody wears, whether it's a jumpsuit or a suit, like you're like, oh, he does something, and so I'm like kind of like putting things all that like. For instance, I remember when I saw Trick Williams before he became Trick Williams at Wale Mania in Los Angeles, and I just saw him from the back, and I'm like, oh, he's a star. Like it's just his posture, like his butt, like he's a star. I also saw Lash as well. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was. It might have been another PLE, but it's just kind of like they just have this thing about them that you know. Yeah, so like what Jeffrey's saying, like Cody. Cody can't. I cannot. What you said. Cody looks like a business. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who would do that.
Another one. Could you see Oba? Oba Femi? I feel like if I saw Oba out in the wilderness, I would think he does something important.
But here's the question. Do you think, for instance, because Oba is essentially replacing Brock, right? Do you think Brock was ever the company man?
No, because he was just angry. You know, if he wasn't so angry, I don't know. And if he didn't have Paul Heyman and he did promos, maybe it's a different discussion there. But I'm like, Oba's good on the mic though too. You know,
he is good on the mic. I know he can wrestle, but there's like some unspoken things that I don't see happening.
Gotcha.
Him being the company face and then it's almost like he's too big because you have to be you have to be the right size. You have to be the right size where we think you're a star, but you can't be too big where, you know, the majority of the population, if they didn't know that you were a wrestler, they're afraid of you. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many other things that come in. So I'm thinking like marketing wise, and these are like these things that I think I saw it. Somebody else told me this, but I saw it. I have a lot of friends who are like content creators, right? And a lot of these brands, because they are Black it's like, well, we don't know if you're going to represent all our audiences. So therefore they'll go with somebody who's racially ambiguous, or they'll go with somebody who's white. So, and it's unfortunate. And so it's unfortunate that some brands think that way, but it's also, this is just what's happening. Like, I don't make the rules. It's just what's happening. So if I made the rules, it'd be totally different. Trust. So yeah, I think with Oba, that's possible. I think with Trick, it's possible. I think the onus is on WWE to essentially, if they do pick somebody that is not the standard, that they treat that person the same way that they did Roman, with pushing Roman down our throats for years, that they pushed that person down our throat for years as well, until people realize this person's not going anywhere. And I don't know if WWE can do that again, because now they actually have people they answer to. When Roman was getting pushed down our throats, it was just Vince. Vince would be like, I dare you. This is what we're doing. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you didn't like the segment? Okay. We're going to do it again next week. It's just like, this is what we're doing. Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm hoping. I really hope with all if people got what I was putting down, with all that I just said, I really hope that WWE proves me wrong and picks somebody that was like, oh, I'm glad they picked them. I didn't think they would have picked them. But
that's the thing. I think about this often though, because not to be ageist, but they're like, a lot of the top stars in the men's division, they're older. So it's always that thing for me. What if Cody Rhodes decides like in 6 months he wants to be done wrestling? And I'm just like, who are you gonna just bam? Because you're gonna have to. You don't have a choice. Like, sometimes I wonder, who are they gonna put in that position? Like, I could say Trick Williams too. I'm not gonna lie, because Trick, although he's really silly, I feel like he's entertaining. He can also be serious at the same time. So I feel like he's good at switching in between. So I could see him. But it is interesting. Even CM Punk. I'm like, CM Punk could decide like next month he wants to retire. Like, you never know. Even Roman too, as well.
Yeah. Well, they don't decide. Their bodies might decide for them.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true.
So yeah, no, I think it was oh my God, Daniel Bryant. He said that when he was at WWE, that, you know, the average age for a wrestler is like in their 40s. So yeah, Seth too. I agree. On the flip side, it's kind of like the what people are doing with medication and treatments, and, you know, again, referring to Boss Man as far as, you know, looking at his thing and how they treated a lot of things with just painkillers, versus now they have so many different ways of treating pain and also preventing pain and all those things that you can go longer. But I think on the flip side too, I think WWE is being very careful with who they're bringing up to the main roster. So, like, you know, referring back to Fallyn Gray, who, you know, left the ID program because she said it's not working for her. I think there's a lot of people who go through the ID program, who go through Evolve, who go through LFG, who go through the PC, that we may never see because WWE is doing all these testings for longevity. Right. Because how crazy would it be is if you bring somebody through all this and then they decide, nah, I'm good.
Oh my gosh, I would be like ready to explode.
Right, especially all the money invested.
Yeah, and especially like people who like mentor them specifically, and you have such high hopes. I feel like that's like Booker T and Trick Williams. You know, if he's just like, hey, I'm cool. Booker T's gonna be like, what do you mean you're cool? Like, what? You're like my mini me. You can't just leave right now. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all that. Oh, Lynette, you're putting us back on. We got into a whole tangent. We're in the middle of summer. SmackDown.
Sorry.
So we have the WWE Tag Team Champion, Damian Priest and R-Truth. They're facing AAA Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, in the title match. I think. Oh my gosh, I think R-Truth. Speaking of health, he needs to give up the goods as far as what's making him just be able to go at like he's going. I have R-Truth and Damian Priest for this one. Yourself?
Same. I think they'll retain.
Okay. Now going to what Lynette's asking. Julia takes on Lash Legend in the final WWE Interim Women's title ladder match qualifier. This one's gonna be interesting. So who do you have, Julia or Lash?
I'm torn because it's like if I'm being like biased and like my honest opinion, I want Lash to win. I feel like she would be good and it would be a good showcasing for her in the ladder match. But I also wouldn't be mad if Julia won because I kind of want Julia to get more opportunities, honestly. So I'm 50-50. I won't be mad at whoever wins, honestly. What about you?
Yeah, the same. I'm like, and I really hate. I can't turn it off. I really hate thinking about the politics behind things, and so I'm thinking the same thing. Like, you made all this hoopla when Julia came, and you know, for lack of a better word, she didn't really, you know, you didn't either allow her or she didn't cash in as far as the popularity that you thought. And Lash is cashed in. You know, there's still more time for Lash. Lash is, I think she's already solidified as far as becoming, you know, on her way to be like that girl.
Yeah.
And Julia, I don't know. So it's like almost one of those things where it's like, okay, you give this win to Julia and you let her shine. You know, I don't think she'll be the interim champion. So does it? And then that's the other thing. Okay, well, does it really matter? But then, you know, it's one of those things where, so I too want Lash to win, but I feel like Julia just has, like, she's had too many missteps. And then in the era we are right now, they don't let you see that catering for too long. So like, it's like, look, we still need her. We have a plan. Let's just put her to work now. Like,
somebody made a point, like in a video, they were saying they think Julia's gonna win because they feel like there's a trend with the women that are in the tournament. They're all former champions, and they were like, Julia is also a former champion, and I was like, that's a good point. I didn't like think about that.
Yeah,
so maybe
we'll see what happens tonight. Be sure to check out the watch along and post show with Honey this evening as well. Then we have Trick Williams. He's going to be addressing Baron Corbin for the SummerSlam title match. You know, I predict shenanigans. We're going to get into our SummerSlam predictions right after this too. What do you think is going to happen? Whoops, let me. What do you think is going to happen? I was really looking at. I was not changing the things. Sorry, Dylan. But what do you think is going to happen with the? Oh, I didn't include that graphic. My bad. What do you think is going to happen with that, as far as Trick and Baron?
I'm kind of sad. I wish it was Carmelo. Honestly, I really wanted Trick and Carmelo at SummerSlam, if I'm being honest. But
haven't they? How many matches have they had already?
It wasn't enough for me. I'm probably being biased. That's probably what it is.
Well, here's the thing. I think I talked about this too. I can't remember. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. Like, you watch it and then you talk about it and then you're like, who did I talk what to? Here's the thing.
Show in like 20 minutes. It's hard to keep
right.
up.
So with Trick and Carmelo, they've had a few matches. Do you think? What do you think is going to come from it? Because I don't think they've done Carmelo justice. Trick was right. Carmelo has been there for a long time, and you know, he was supposed to be him, and they just kind of made him with a lowercase h, and it was just kind of like, you know, and then Trick came and they're giving Trick everything. Not to say he's not deserving of it, but it's just kind of like, it's one of two things to me. Either, you know, the writers just feel like, you know, there's wasn't enough storyline for him, storytelling for him, or he did something in the back that cool. Because you know, when somebody does something or they say something, you're like, oh, okay, you clock it. It's like, all right, cool. Like, either that happened or that, but then it's kind of like, and I feel like Carmelo was brought up right around the time where they're just bringing people up with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, no story. So it's like there's a lot of things that are kind of coming into play. So I guess if you were to fantasy book, how would you want this Trick Mello thing to play out?
I would have wanted, I feel like my thing is, I notice whenever they do have their matches, there's always like interference. Like, something always happens. Like, for a while, it was like Ricky Saints, and then it's like Baron out of nowhere. And like, Baron coming back was like, it was good. It was shocking. But I think for me, I'm kind of like, Trick is so successful, in my opinion, at being like US champion. I would genuinely be shocked if they took the title off of him and put it on Baron Corbin. Unless they like have Trick go after CM Punk, but I don't even know if I see that happening.
Yeah, I have, and we'll get to it SummerSlam, but I have Trick winning this. I don't see Baron.
And then I'm kind of like with Baron. I'm like, where do you go after this? You know?
But here's the thing: when you bring people back again, do you really bring them back to do championship stuff, or you bring them back to be a part of a story?
Sometimes I feel like stuff happens for moments too, because I feel like sometimes it's kind of like someone comes back and it's like that shock factor big moment, and then like a few months later it just stops, everything dies down, and I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, interesting.
Yeah. Hey Dylan, yeah, I know. I don't know. I think they brought Barrett for a reason, but it's not for a longevity reason. Meaning that he might be helping behind the scenes as well. But unfortunately, and look, I want everybody to have a job. It's just that I don't. And you're talking about kind of the age part of it as well. Like they need to make way for the people in NXT to come up.
For sure.
Because there is going to come a time where, oh my gosh, I don't even want to make this analogy, but it's like, if you get it, there's like certain time in your family, right? You grow up and your kids and everything like that. Your aunts were young, your uncles were young, all this other stuff. Then you get older and then everybody else gets older, right? And so my cousin, after my grandmother died, this is what my cousin said, he's like, they're going to start dropping like flies now because like, it's just, that's just the nature of life. Yeah. So there's going to come a point, like what you said, even though it could be due to the body, it could be due to like the rigor of, you know, traveling. It could be, they want that kind of Roman Reigns type thing. So they're not going to be on the road as often. There's going to be a lot of them that are not going to be in that position. And that day is coming soon. I mean, you see the exodus of New Day. You see all these kind of things. And there's going to come a time where everybody that we kind of grew up watching is not going to be there anymore. Right. And so with that being said, it's like, yes, you brought back Baron because he's good at what he does. However, I just don't see any longevity in it. Like, prove me wrong. I want people, like I said, I want people to work. I want people to keep their jobs, but I feel like there's more value in Trick retaining. For sure. And it's more people invested. I feel like I see a lot of people, they're just like, I didn't really care for SmackDown, but like Trick Williams had the best segment. I see that a lot. Like people look forward to like what he does on the show. So that's why I would be shocked. Unless they put him in the title scene or give him a feud without a title. But I feel like, me personally, I would keep the belt on him right now. But I'm not a booker, so we'll see. We'll find out. Yeah, well, we'll definitely see with that. Let's see. We're gonna get into SummerSlam. Dylan, we just did SmackDown. FYI, we might have to edit some parts. We had a little whole discussion going with that. We'll see. Jeffrey's agreeing with me. We never Mello. Oh yeah. So that was the question. Where do you think? So Mello and Trick, do you think this is gonna be a long time thing, or like how do you want this to play out for them?
I wouldn't have minded if they did like a title swap situation, and then like they just kind of like, I don't want it to drag like months long, but I wouldn't mind if like Carmelo beats Trick and then Trick gets his belt back situation, and then like maybe they split at some point. But I did want to see it kind of go a little further, especially in the SummerSlam, because again, I'm probably being biased, but I feel like Carmelo gets like left off the bigger cards, and I just kind of wish he wasn't. And I'm like, Carmelo, no.
There has to be a reason. Like I cannot accept like, oh, it's just we forgot, and then because it's not.
It's abruptly too. It's just like, you're cut off, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's just kind of. I don't know, because I remember when he was on the main roster by himself, I was getting frustrated because I was just like, you know, he was all this hype and he had such a great match leaving. Like him and Trick had such a great match when he left NXT and came to the main roster, and then he came to the main roster as like he was just like floating. Like they didn't, and then everybody's like, well, give him time to cook, and I'm just like, okay, well, it's been what, like 2 years, if not longer.
Yeah.
Is he still cooking? And then we have Trick come along, and Trick, cooks, makes the meal, and serves it up, has a backyard barbecue, invites everybody to the cookout.
I like
and then Melo's still cooking. Like, what is he cooking? What is it? What is, like, I don't understand, because I feel like Melo had it all. They just didn't have a story, and it's just kind of like. And then what I do want to see, if we are going to kind of do a long-term Trick Melo, because maybe they're holding it off too, like Trick Melo, and they're kind of spacing it out because these guys have 5 to 10 more years. Maybe they're doing, like, I want to see mixed tag matches because they're both married.
Right, that'd be cool.
So so instead of I am, it's I am lost.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get into. Oh no, I want to get into SummerSlam. Let's get into it. The days are gonna be mixed up, so it is what it is. All right, so we are going to start off with Cody and Punk. What do you think's happening? What do you got?
Okay, I 1,000% think CM Punk's gonna win and retain. I would love a Cody heel turn, or even interference on Cody's part, like, and Cody's out of the title scene for a little bit. I wouldn't mind that either. Like, if you saw like a Randy come back or something like that, and they kind of I do want to see part 2 of that without a belt, done in a better way.
I think, isn't Cody supposed to be leaving for the movie? I think he is.
Okay, so maybe he'll lose and take time off.
See, and this is the stuff that I like. Trust me, I like knowing it, but this is also the stuff that I'm just kind of like, yeah, I know. Like, it's kind of like, okay, well, this person's doing this, so of course they have to leave. Or a friend of mine who's a wrestler gets injured, and like, it's believable, so I have to like, yo, you good? Oh yeah, I'm good. Oh, but now, like, it's kind of those. It's like, I like knowing, but also I don't like knowing, because then you know what the outcome is, and then it's kind of like, then now you're just relying on the wrestling, which sometimes they're a hit or miss, because there's like that sweet spot where it gets too long. It's just like, oh, how many moves are we gonna make? And then the false finishes are great, but it's just kind of like, but we already know who's gonna win. Because
literally, I was about to bring that up. Sometimes the false finishes are like overkill, and it's just like, I know CM Punk's retaining. Just lift his hand up and give him his title. It's fine, Like, we can go on tonight too, It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. I wonder how they could bring back, like, not giving away details, which I think they're kind of trying to do right now by self-containing everything in the Club WWE thing. But we'll see how it goes. All right, this one I'm looking forward to. Oh, my pick. Oh, yes, my pick is Punk.
Okay.
My reason, I actually forgot about this. My reason for picking Punk is that Punk has taken so many L's since he's come back. Like, he's been like the fall guy. Like, all right, Punk, we're gonna do this way because of X, Y. So I feel like this SummerSlam, for some people, it's just kind of like, we're rewarding you, and not because not because you're not deserving. It's just like, we see all the work. This is the SummerSlam. We're gonna do it. We're rewarding you for all the L's that you took in the past. But I totally forgot about Cody's movie, so now I'm doubly sure that Punk is gonna.
I didn't even know. I just found out through you that he had a movie, so now I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I might be wrong as far as the dates, but I believe that him and Roman, they're gonna be doing. Isn't it Street Fighter? I don't know where both of that. Both usually has all this.
Okay.
But I think it's Street Fighter.
That makes sense. They had put up Roman's schedule, and like some of the dates are kind of all over the place. Like the next few.
Yeah. So let's see, Street Fighter. So release date is October 16th. So like, I mean, even if because there's Romans in it. Oh, Jason Momoa's in it too. 50 Cent's in it. Okay. yeah, so yeah, October 26th. Even Cody retains, it can't be a long thing because September is just around the corner.
Right.
This summer has just been going like too fast. I want to do over
Really?
this summer. This summer is such balls. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey saying CM Punk retains. All right, so this match, like, if you could just self-contain this match, this is really the one I really want to see. Oba and Brock. Who do you have for this one?
The ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, Oba Femi. What about you?
Do you think same? Do you think that this is the last we're going to see of Brock because he retired at WrestleMania and then all of a sudden
so mad because like I was in the crowd like when I went to Mania and like he like started taking stuff off, right? And I was like he's playing, you know? And then I saw him have like those like fake tears come down. And I was like, oh, this is real. And then I was just like, oh my gosh. And then it wasn't. And I was like, wow, you got me invested and you just like snatched it. But with this, maybe, because he's going to be in like his hometown, I believe, right? So maybe. Right. Well, no, I'm lying. I feel like I could see him in Saudi at Mania. I think if anything, unless maybe he takes time off after this and then maybe he returns during Mania. I definitely
I think Lesnar's on that like super like Roman doesn't even have that schedule. Lesnar's on this weird schedule, which is I'm happy for him. But yeah, I think I feel like I think Oba has to win because that will continue his trajectory in the company. Mm-hmm. If he takes that L, then it's like, where do you go from here? Like, what other monster do we have in WWE right now?
I feel like they could have. It's not a monster, but I could be saying that because he's kind of shorter. Braun Breaker is there, but it's like that's the whole thing right now. Don't make that face.
Braun Breaker to Oba Femi.
No, that's why I said he's a little shorter. But I think
I can see Braun trying to spare Oba. And he just bounces off of Oba's chest, like,
oh my god! Or Bronson Reed? No.
There can be just like there's only one Brock Lesnar. There's only one Oba Femi, and I think that if he takes this L, it's going to taint the luster because he has a whole like career. Like Brock is doing the Brock life. Like, it's all right. I'm going to go to the farm. I might show up. I don't know. I might not. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. Right. See, Jeffrey's like Oba's King Kong. So yeah, it's just kind of like I feel like it taints his luster a little bit. However, if he does take the L, then that humanizes him and then more people will come after him, which creates storyline. But like bring back these storylines where like, people wreck shop through the locker room and just massacred everybody. Like this. Can we just please do that? Like I think I said this on I know references because I don't really do TikTok live a lot, so bear with me. But I said that I wanted the bloodline to get back together, even if Roman's there or not, when Naomi comes back, and then just tear through the whole locker room, women and men. And just proceed with caution. Like, what are we? Come on, cousin Nia. Let's do. Like, what are we doing? Why are we not doing this? And I'm just saying that for right. Like, it writes itself.
You should be creative.
I just want to be creative. I wish I could find that picture. I just want to be creative for the bloodline because, like, it's just one of the. I know we're tired of it, but I feel like as a solid unit. Can we just have one last run, like a female bloodline? When Tamina was there, like I don't know if she's still affiliated with, but there was like we could have done so many things, and I feel like we still can if we bring back Naomi. If we bring back Naomi as like old school Naomi, like glow Naomi, then we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
We bring back Naomi as caution Naomi. Pair her with the bloodline. They forgive Paul Heyman's, working off some type of debt to Roman. And now Paul is the mouthpiece for the entire bloodline. And they just began wrecking shop for the next 2 years. And then Roman says, deuces, I'm out. Naomi's like, I'm going to have another baby. Cool. This has been great. Like, you know, she gets at least, you know, another championship or two. Like, what are we doing? Give her a tag with her and Naomi, right? Like, we actually have, oh my gosh, I didn't want to get into that. That's definitely critical. Anyways, I think we both said Obo, right?
Yes.
All right. And Io and Liv. This one's a tough one. What do you think?
I have my pick. I want Liv Morgan to retain.
So I think that if Liv drops it, that will be the implosion of Judgment Day altogether. And I feel like people have been hinting at it, and I feel like WWE has been hinting at it. That's going to happen. And I think that will be like the thing that will, like, because Raquel has a title now.
That's what throws me off, because okay, they have the whole Danhausen curse with Liv Morgan, right? So I feel like you would kind of expect her to lose her belt, but I was kind of like, what if she wins and then something happens to her afterwards, where it's like you're still cursed in a sense? Because with Io winning, I know too, you have like people that could come back, like a Naomi could come back, a Stephanie Vaquera could come back. So there's a lot of things with these two that could happen as well. So it's like, I do want Liv to win though also, because I feel like there's a lot of other storylines I want to see Liv Morgan do in terms of her championship reign. And I want to see her booked better with her run. I feel like there's a lot on the table that hasn't been done yet with her being champion. Yeah, would be cool, but I want Liv to retain.
I want Liv to retain. I just don't know if she. I don't know if she will, with so much of a push of Judgment Day. And then also that she's cursed. There's like too many things. But then this is what I do love about WWE, when you assume something because everything adds up.
Yep. Like,
okay, you know, Cody's supposed to be going away for a movie. He's supposed to be doing this. So everything adds up for this to happen, and they swerve us. Like, I love a good swerve. Like, all right, good on. Like, I love a good swerve. So I don't know. Maybe she like reverse curses Danhausen. I don't know. We'll
that'd be cool.
Well, you know, she brings in some, like, you know, they call in the Caribbean Obia. What do they say here? Like some voodoo witch, and then curses Danhausen.
Oh my god!
Whole storyline.
People have
right. Jeffrey Liv's gonna be in some real trouble. That's funny.
Do you like her song?
I do. You know what? I feel like how many people? So I know Naomi had a song. Ariane, aka Cameron, had a song. Who else had a song? Liv has a song. Who else had a song for the women? I feel like there might have been like one or two more.
I was gonna pick one that wasn't like amazing, but I just thought about it. So
who?
What's her name? Was it like Jillian? Where she's like, I'm the hottest thing since sliced bread. She was like singing that, right? I think on her thing.
I'm first off, let me put this story idea in the chat. Story idea. Women. Wrestlers. Now y'all seeing like behind the scenes live with music. Okay. I guess so. I feel like we're missing somebody. Oh well. Oh, did I put this graphic up already? All right. So who do you have? Who do you have with this one? So Charlotte, Jade, Tiffany, Chelsea, and I think we both picked Julia.
Yeah, I think Julia is gonna be the last person. But I think Charlotte Flair is going to win. If not Charlotte, I'm picking Jade.
So this is my theory. And I saw this guy, I should have followed him, but I can't remember what I was doing. But he was saying like the women's division is just not very good right now. So this is my thought. Charlotte to me is like in case of emergency, like meaning that we have nothing, put it on Charlotte. And so if Charlotte wins, that to me tells me that like we ain't got nothing for y'all right now, and be prepared for nonsense. I do kind of want oh my gosh, Chelsea to win.
Me too. I wish,
because I feel like, I want to see what she's gonna do with another championship. But yeah, and or Jade. But then there's Julia. But I think it's between Chelsea and Jade for me. But I have a feeling it's gonna be Charlotte.
Me too, because I was thinking, right? I was like, it would give her like number 15, and then I feel like with the Rhea situation, Rhea could just be okay in like a month or 2 weeks. And it's like, if you put it on Charlotte, you can do Charlotte and Jade for a title. Or if you give it to Jade, you can do Jade and Charlotte for a title. Because I was kind of upset that like they were in this because I wanted to see them have a match. So I was kind of like, well, that kind of sucks. But then I was like, what if they give them the title, one of them the title, and that's like the plan afterwards, and it's just a title involved now.
But if that were the case, then I would give it to, and then I would definitely give it to Chelsea.
I know. I want her to win. Like deep down, I hope, but I feel like I'm like losing faith at times, and that sounds really bad. But
no, it's not. It's not your fault. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm like known for terrible analogies. It's like,
no, your analogies are good. They're funny.
Oh, I like please cut that, Dylan. It's kind of one of those guys, like a guy's dating a girl and like, or he's dating a lot of girls, and there's one girl who has everything, and he just keeps picking the wrong girl. Like this is what it feels like. Like, not to say Jade and Tiffany are not like the right girls, but it's just like Chelsea is right there in front of you. She can do everything, and she can. If you're talking money, she can sell merch. Like she lights up. Like she's creative. She can do everything that you ask her to do. So it's like, why not put the strap on her? Even if it is until Rhea gets back, Chelsea will make the most out of that, where like I feel like there'll be viral moments. Not to say that Jade can't do that, but Chelsea is just, I feel like they put Jade in this box where it's just like, I am Jade. I'm amazing. That's it. And Chelsea, because she's been in the game for so long and she had to reinvent herself so many times, it's like, yo, you put Chelsea in any box and she'll be, this green box today, she can be this red box tomorrow, and like she'll kill it. A playlist of analogies. Oh my gosh. Yeah, please. I don't know who has the bandwidth to go through. We're almost at 700 episodes, guys. Can you believe that? 700 episodes of WWT Live. Almost 500 interviews, and that's just the interviews and WWT Live. That is not including all the other content that we put out. I'm like really stoked. I don't know what we're gonna do for episode 700, but thinking something big. We'll see.
Congratulations.
Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being part of it too, Jeffrey.
Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Well, thank you for accepting me letting you be a part of it.
Oh my gosh, we're trying to out-compliment each
other. All right, so you said you have Charlotte, but you want Jade.
I think Charlotte. Okay, Charlotte's my first option. Number 2 is Jade, but deep down I want Chelsea. It's like that format.
Yeah, so I have Charlotte, but I want Chelsea and or Jade. So kind of on the same. Right, Dylan, right, Jeffrey? Yes, it's almost a milestone. So we have Penta. Hey, Ricardo. We have Penta and Chad Gable. Who do you have for this?
Chad. I don't even have like any alternative like storyline of why he wouldn't win. I would be flabbergasted if he lost this match. They built it so like, Yeah, this is the thing that I'm thinking with Chad, because after he finished the storyline with Triple A, I was like, they should have kept him down there. Or not down there. They should have kept him there because I feel like they could have done more things. I also said that if they do bring him up, they need to do something with him because of kind of like, he didn't take an L, but he took an L. You know what I'm saying? Like he created a whole thing that he had to just give to somebody else, and he had to be okay about that. It's like you birthed the baby, and you're like, oh, here you can have this baby, and be okay with it. with him in AAA, did you want him to stay as El Grande, or did you want him to like have the unmasking and still be there?
Have the unmasking and still be there and still be like, y'all, I did this for you guys and you turned your back on me, blah, blah. Like there could have been some other things he could have done there, but that's fine. But this kind of is referring back to what I was saying, that people have been taking like L's for WWE, like, you know, not, and this SummerSlam is to repay them for that. And I think with that, this is Chad's going to take it.
I'm excited.
Jeffrey said Penta's had it for 140 days.
Man.
Right?
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't. It feels short, right?
Yeah.
All right. And Ricardo says he has Chad too. So I think everybody has Chad. All right. Gunther and Nick Aldis. Who do you have for this one?
I don't know. I feel like Nick, I want Nick. No. Because I'm kind of thinking like afterwards. I feel like Gunther should win logically, right? Because it's like he's still gonna wrestle. But I'm like, what if they just like gave it to Nick just because he's like coming back to wrestle? I feel like I could see that happening as well, you know? And then it's kind of for me, I'm like, that's awkward. We're gonna go to SmackDown Friday, and then you're just gonna like be my manager again after we just like punch each other in the mouth. That's crazy.
So wait, so what? So when you say Nick should win, and then what?
I want Gunther to win, but I feel like a part of me feels like I could see them letting Nick win. I don't know if it'd be interference. I don't know why I feel that way. I want Gunther to win. It makes sense for Gunther to win. You've built him up so much with the career killer, and this is literally a career killer situation in my opinion for him. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. But then I'm like, Gunther's gonna talk so crazy to him on Friday, like that Friday after. It's like, you're not going to tell me like what match I'm having. I just like beat your butt like a few days ago. Like, how is that going to work, you know?
Unless they move him.
Oh, back to Raw? Maybe?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to. He's going to be like a menace to him if he beats him.
Unless they do a best of 3. Meaning they do SummerSlam. They do Survivor Series. What's the other one? There's another PLE. I think I'm forgetting for this year.
I know Crown Jewel is going to be in like October and November, and then Survivor Series after. They
do like a best of 3, and then they, you know, Gunther and ultimately ends up winning the best of 3, and then they just shovel him off to Raw.
I would move him to Raw, unless maybe that's what he could do. Maybe Gunther beats him, and then Nick is like, I don't have time for this because I know you're like a psychopath, and he just like tells Adam, like, this is your problem. I don't want to deal with this.
I'm reading Ricardo. I keep telling you that the Goldberg match is elderly abuse. Wow.
That's so funny.
Oh, geez. Wow.
It's a lot going on.
Oh, so Money in the Bank's October. Yeah, I feel like they could do a best of 3. So, like, if they give it to Nick, it's a best of 3.
That's true.
I feel like could do, because I agree with you. Because oftentimes, have you been in a situation where you're at work and your boss does something stupid and you're just like,
every day,
all the time. And you're just like, so I'm supposed to be listening to you.
Yeah, literally. But that's my thing. That's like why I'm probably thinking about it like too long term. But it's like, Gunther's gonna be a menace to him. He's not gonna follow orders from him, you know, especially if he beats him. It's just like, you're like washed up. I'm not gonna listen to you. I just beat you too, like a few days ago. Who are you to tell me what to do? I just don't see that dynamic working if he wins. He has to go to Raw. I don't know.
We'll
Unless
see.
he's like arrogant about it and he's like, I beat you, whatever type of thing.
See, even if Gunther wins and it's due to shenanigans, like they stop because of whatever, then it's still like, I still beat you because you're not agile enough to beat me because you're no longer a wrestler. You're
that's
suits.
True.
So it's like they can't do it to shenanigans, but then it could be one of those things where maybe in Nick beating Gunther, that changes Gunther's like, you know, he questions himself. because like, yo, I've been doing this forever, and you retired and came back and beat me. Like, how dare you? And then we see him go away on a vacation or a trip, and then he comes back, and he either comes back super angry or he comes back like super like can we even see him as a baby face? I don't know.
I can't.
Yeah. So he either comes back super vengeful to like just tear everything apart, but then he'd have to just be on Raw. I don't know. This one's a tough one. I have Gunther, but I feel like there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans. Like Mickey James comes out and just says, "Stop hitting my man."
She throws like a white towel in the
Or how old is their son? I feel like their son is at least to be like 10 or something.
Oh my gosh, he would like snatch him up. That'd be terrible.
I don't know. I mean, I love when they get families involved. Maybe I just I love when they get like, show me a wife slapping up a husband. Like I think it was Unreal where Becky was beating oh my gosh, who was it? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Who was it? It was Becky and Seth against CM Punk and AJ, and Becky was slapping the crap out of CM Punk. Like she was slapping him, and then she put her head in it. It's just like, I like to see that, because it's like in society, and trust me, I'm not one of those women who attempt to beat up on men because I know better. But in society, it's like those times where it's just like you're seeing it happen. You're just like, this man can't put his hands on this woman because it's where we are in society. But also now I have a whole ass wife. Like there's so many things you can do.
Right.
I need Mickey to show up. Told him to call her. Oh, you have that pull. Okay. All right. I see it. Well, I want her to show up too. Oh my gosh, this is what happens when you have 3 screens open. All right. Trick and Corbin, who do we have?
Mr. Lemon Pepper Steppers.
Yeah. I would be surprised if Corbin I actually miss Corbin being GM. I don't know if he liked being GM, but I miss him being GM.
It was cool.
I missed that time. I have a Trick as well. Usos versus Keys, Knight, and Solo. Who do you have?
I don't know. I feel like Solo is gonna betray them and join his family, honestly. I don't want him to. I want him to be by himself because I like him like this. It's really fun. But I kind of feel like I feel like Keys, Knight, and Solo are gonna win, and then Solo's gonna betray them and then join the Usos and Jacob.
Wait, say that again.
Oh, I said I think that like Royce, Keys, LA Knight, and Solo are gonna win, and I think they're gonna be cheering and all excited, and then Solo's just gonna like put his thumb out and just bam, bam, and then he's just gonna go join his family.
I'm for that.
I would be shocked if they don't have all of them together while Roman is champion right now, because it's like everyone's there. And then you have Zilla possibly, at some point. So it's kind of like timing too. I definitely see him joining at some point though, soon.
Yeah, I have Usos. Yeah, like I said, I want the bloodline to get back together. So yeah, I like that. I co-sign on that. Jeffrey saying Usos win. In that we may never see a Usos New Day battle again. Just putting it out there. Danhausen and Dominic.
Danhausen.
I feel like Dominic, he has this ability where he can take these losses and he'll be fine.
Do you think he's gonna lose the AAA championship too at TripleMania? Because I could see them putting it on El Grande, honestly.
Has Dominic had a break recently?
I don't think so. Honestly.
Then if that's the case, then I think that's when his break comes.
That's true.
Because you know how like for instance, Bianca was going like crazy for like 2 years and then she dropped it and then she went on a break. I feel like that would be the same. That would be the same. Where it's like, all right, I've been going at it I'm gonna go on a break. So yeah, maybe
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, I kind of want Dominic to win, but I feel like Danhausen's gonna win just for. I feel like there's this whole other thing that they're doing with Danhausen that is like, I guess, okay.
Same.
Same. It's not for me. I think that's. Oh no, then we have Finn and Sammy.
I think Finn Balor. I want Sammy to crash out though after, like, really badly. That'd be cool.
I think we've been wanting Sammy to crash out for like forever. Like, it's one of those things. You know what? They're doing Sammy like they did CM Punk, and I don't know if Sammy is going to ever get like what he deserves.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. I feel like, but I think Finn has been the same thing too. Because remember when Finn came on the main roster, like he was everything, like Demon and all this other stuff, and then he floundered a little bit. Then he had some love with Judgment Day, but then it's like he wasn't really part of the Judgment Day. He's always been Finn Balor. Right. So now they're kind of giving us back the original Finn Balor. So it's like, okay, but what about Sammy? But I don't know if Sammy's ever been in that picture, like, unfortunately. I don't know.
I want Kevin Owens to come back, and I want Kevin and Sammy to like do something. That'd be like my ideal thing, if Sammy loses, because I feel like us saying CM Punk's gonna retain, I could see them doing like CM Punk and Finn Balor again type of thing. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of why I think so.
And then we have, all right, sorry, I thought we were done. Then we have, this one's gonna be interesting. So Fatal Influence versus Nikki, Brie, and Paige.
I'm picking Fatal Influence.
And really?
Yup. I want the Bellas to turn on Paige. And I want Paige to have a solo run for a little bit. And I think it benefits Fatal Influence way more if they, in terms of their trajectory, if they won this match. It'd be good for them.
See, I'm at a crossroads. I feel like kind of what we were talking about as far as them passing it on to, other people. Or younger folks, I feel like politically Nikki, Brie, and Paige would retain or would win. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Fatal Influence, it makes more sense, kind of like passing on. But I think the fact that Nikki, Paige, and Brie haven't been consistently on in the last, 5 years, it kind of resets everything. Like if they've been consistently on, like, Paige didn't leave for AEW and, Brie and Nikki didn't leave and come back, then I would say yes. But the fact that they're kind of back there and almost kind of new, I feel like they're going to win. But I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Is that it? Oh, no, my bad. Reigns and Rollins. Who do we have?
I think Roman retains.
Is it Roman in Street Fighter too?
Yeah, but I feel like because like they book him sometimes where he's just not there, as often. So I think it's kind of like, hey guys, we're running it back, maybe,
Man, some of these storylines, like, all praises to these wrestlers, because some of these storylines, like, I could only imagine the political stuff that happens behind the scenes. Could you imagine you put your body on the line? Because essentially every time they go in the ring, there's a possibility of them getting injured. Yeah. You put your body on the line for something that you may or may not like, because we don't know what the real relationship is. I think they still like each other. I don't know. And you're here all the time, and the person that you came up with is like, all right, cool, got the strap. I'll see you in 3 months. What? Talk about crash out. It couldn't be me. It could not be me. So you're trying to tell me that I put all my blood, sweat, and tears, the workouts, everything for somebody to just swoop in yesterday and take, like, if I were I'd just be crashing out all the time. I couldn't do it.
That's why I was happy when like LA Knight like was mocking them the one time. He's like, you guys just come out, you have a match. You're just like, hey brother, yeah brother. I was like, literally, and like you're here like every week, just like twiddling your thumbs. I was like, this is a valid crash out. Like I understand, literally understand.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, I really never want to swoop in yesterday. I never really want to bet against Roman, so I have Roman.
Oh my god!
It's WWE's fault. They pushed him on us for so many years. It's hard to like. It's almost. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be. I'm so glad Seth was on this. It's almost like this person's your daddy, right? Like you're not gonna bet against daddy. Like they pushed him on us for so long. That's just like, how can you bet against family?
But even the bloodline stuff too, it's like you're literally seeing a whole separate storyline that Roman has to retain his title for all these other things to play out that are forming. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't see him losing. I would be shocked.
Yeah. Well, that is Jeffrey, quick question. When y'all done which day has it started? Actually, I have two questions. I have a Jeffrey. I have now my dog's ready to be walked. She's like, it's time. So I have two questions. So with that being said, because I have to look at which days, because I think I put like all the days together. But do you think SummerSlam needs 2 days? Or if you can make it into one day, which matches would you take out?
I would take out the Danhausen and Dominic match first.
I was thinking the same.
I don't feel like I wouldn't mind Dominic on the card. I also get Danhausen on the card because he's really popular right now. That's why it's like it feels very like money type of situation too with him fighting Dominic. It's very random. But I would take that out.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like Sammy and Finn, it's gonna be good, but I feel like you could have done that today on SmackDown, honestly. So I'm kind of like, yeah, those are kind of my ones. What about you?
My computer, I don't know if I'm frozen on your end. My computer is giving me the spinning wheel of death, so hopefully it will stop. It doesn't look like it.
I can hear you still. It freezes like a little bit, but I can hear you.
Okay. I think I'm back. I agree with you. Those when I asked the question, I thought Dominic and my dog. I thought Dominic and Danhausen for sure. That's one. Let me see. I'll tell you. Right. So Roman, the Fatals, and fine. Sammy and Finn, yeah, we could have definitely left that off. Gunther and Nick, I feel like you could have done on a smaller PLE.
That's true.
And then even the interim women's, you could have done that on a smaller PLE because then the bigger match would be when Rhea comes back.
Right.
Beela's thoughts is she wants to be fed, and she's like, it's time to be walked and fed. That's what you get for putting a dog on a schedule. Yeah, I think those ones. So I would take out those ones to make it one night. And then what was your question, Jeffrey? Where is it? What was the question? I posed my.
Which day has this night?
I think they spaced it out equally well because I would have put Oba and Brock on night 2, but because they put it on night 1, I feel like they equal. Like both nights are evenly. Oh my gosh, like a Babel reference. But both nights are evenly yoked. So I feel like because they kind of, I think they strategically spread it out so it's like not like where it's heavy where a bulk of the matches that you really want to see are on Sunday so that you can skip Saturday. I feel like you have to watch both days. So I don't have a Saturday or Sunday. What about yourself? Let us know, Jeffrey.
That was weird. I started loading. But whoa, my light. But yeah, I think it's equal as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see with all that. Yeah, that's the SummerSlam. We are going to be having a watch along and post show. Definitely keep it locked for Honey. She'll be having her watch along and post show for SmackDown. With that being said, where can everybody find you, Kesh?
Wrestling with Kesh on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
Jeffrey say night 2. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it really just depends on who you want to see, because I think everybody, I don't think any two people are the same as far as which matches. Because yeah, I definitely would have put Oba and Brock on night 2. But you guys can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. Make sure you follow our website, www.talkpod.com. We have a lot more shows coming out, a lot more shorts, a lot more content, all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.